What's going on, everyone? Welcome to EMT. My name is Emad, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a K swap. That's right, we're going to swap this bad boy into that bad boy. Today is gonna be the second episode of the K-Swap rebuild and swap. Okay, so little disclaimer before we start tearing into this motor. As you can see, I'm not a professional by any means. Now, having said that, I have rebuilt a couple of motors in the past. They've worked fine and they've been okay. Now, if you were looking for a professional rebuild with dial indicators and all that, well, this probably is not the video for you. Go ahead and move on. Now, if you're looking for, to do this, at home for a budget, hey, look, this is probably the video for you. Again, I'm going to be rebuilding this motor in a bedroom. Yes, my wife is not happy about that in any way, shape, or form, but I'm going to be rebuilding this motor in a bedroom. I'm going to be swapping it in a driveway, not even in a garage. So I just figured that most people are going to do it this way. By all means, if you have $25,000 to get a professionally built motor and then get it professionally swapped in your car, by all means go ahead and do it, but this is probably not the video for you if you are trying to go that route. Now, if you're trying to do this at home, stay tuned. Also, before we get started, this and a Sharpie are gonna be your pretty much best tool to use while working on this motor. The reason being is you can put the bolts that at whatever bolts you remove from the motor itself, you can just label it and put it in a bag and then just throw it in a bucket or a box or something of that nature. Masking tape I am going to use to wrap each plug of the wiring harness so I don't forget what they're for. I don't like hunting down for which clip goes where or anything like that. I'm not a big fan of that. That's the way I do it. If you by all means, if you can remember where every single plug went, how the wires ran and all that stuff, hey, good on you. I am not like that in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. One more thing, though, before we tear into this motor. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the harness. I'm going to remove all of the electronic harness. I'm going to label each one of the connectors to make sure I remember which one goes where. But when I got the motor, this connector obviously wasn't labeled. See that it's just a one-pin connector. I don't know what this goes to. Obviously I'm going to do my research. If you know what this is, please comment down below and tell me what you think this is. I have no clue. That's why I like to label all my connectors. I'm ignorant when it comes to stuff like that. I'm sorry. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and start tearing into this motor. So first things first, let's go ahead and take out the entire harness from this motor. That's going to include the charge harness and the main engine harness. All right, y'all, let's tear into it. Alright, so first thing we need to do is get the charge harness out. That's done by disconnecting that plug right there. And then there's also another little connector or just a wire that goes in the back of the alternator. Just bring that little rubber boot down with a little 10mm wrench. Break that thing loose. Take it out. Once you get that out, go ahead and put that little nut right back where it came from. Majority of all the bolts that I'm going to take out from this motor, by the way, I'm just going to put it right back where they came from. So as you can see, I'm just labeling everything as I go. That was the connector that went into the actual engine harness, from the charge harness to the engine harness. And vice versa, I'm also going to label that, but later on. There was a little clip right there. It was a little bit hard to get out, but it did come out with some force. So the starter here, that bolt right there was actually a 12mm, so I got in there with a 1/4" ratchet. Was able to get that out pretty easily. Just slid right out there. Obviously put the nut right back where it came from. There's a clip down there. So pulled that clip, put the nut right back. There's also a small little one wire that went into the starter as well, but that was disconnected when I got the motor.
So I'm just labeling stuff. As you can see, the starter cables and all that good stuff. That's the one wire I was talking about, the one in the back of the starter. Alright, so moving on to the fuel rail, just pop those things out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very easy. Those little clips, just use a screwdriver or your fingernail or whatever you got to just pull it up. It should just get loose. That ground cable there was just a 10mm on a 1/4 inch ratchet. Very easy to get out. Pull that out. Put the bolt right back where it came from. Yeah. So right there, that's the throttle position sensor. So I took that out. That's the intake air temperature sensor, the one that I have in my hand right now. The one that I plugged is the map sensor. Got a little 10mm bolt holding the harness there. Pull that out. Interesting looking bolt. So just put that right back where it came from. So right there you got a little clip. Just go ahead and depress those 2 tabs. Pull it right out of the bottom there. That's the plug that connected to the charge harness. A little hard to get out, but it got out. Put a label on it, obviously. So that's the idle air control valve, your IAC valve. So pull that out. There was another little clip there, obviously. Now your EGR valve just simply unplugs. Label it there. Got your cam angle sensor, that's your intake side clip. And then your exhaust side. A little difficult to get out, but we got it. There's another little clip there. Just pulled that out. Alright, so I don't know what this valve is for. I don't know what that is, so just comment down below and tell me what you think that is. I have no idea. Literally on the labels I put question marks. The one I just pulled out is the coolant temperature sensor. Now we're starting to work on the top of the motor. That's a little cover, it just covers the coil packs, just keep dirt and nastiness from getting on them. Pulled off very easily, just 4 10mm nuts there. Alright, so we're just going to disconnect the 4 coil packs. I didn't take out the coil packs just yet. I just wanted to just leave them in there. Yeah, I didn't want to touch anything. It would go inside of the motor or anything like that until I just finished everything externally. So that's the little VTEC solenoid. So I just pulled out the 2 connectors that are on that solenoid right there. Tag them. That's the VTC actuator, so just pull that out. That is the oil pressure sensor, so it's just a 1 wire, simply pulls out. And last but not least is the crankshaft position sensor. A little hard to get out, but sure enough came out. One last clip there. That's it. That's the harness. Very very simple job, no issues. Does both the charge harness and the engine harness completely out of the motor.
You know, if you like this video, hey, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me bring you guys better content. If you feel like I did anything wrong or have any tips or tricks for me, remember, I'm not a professional. You know, put them out in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to talk to you guys about everything. All right, peace.